Awesome. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to kick things off with the Avengers game press event, which starts here in about 40 seconds. And then we'll continue our adventures in Last of Us 2. For those who don't know, this is the Avengers game that's coming out here in about 3 or 4 months. And I'll be honest, I've seen this game shown a number of times, and it has yet to impress me. So I am waiting. JT, Mikey Likes, Tinker Daisy, Darth Alru. How's it going? Am I streaming from the beach? I wish. Also, Mikey, thanks for the Twitch Prime 17. Really, really do appreciate it. We're jumping right in. We're not messing around. Here we go. Not sure how long this is. I'm going to guess an hour.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me. We're fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago. Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive. Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances. What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself. Couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
He totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
What? Where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours. You really think the world is better without us? Yes. See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are. I am warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. Power cannot be controlled. It has to be destroyed. I will rid the Earth of superpowers. Even if it has to end with me.
That's the best trailer I've seen so far.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.
But that was also a story trailer.
What's up, Marvel fans? My name's Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director at Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers. We've got a great show lined up with new trailers, new details on one of our main villains, MODOK, and advanced idea mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones. If you've ever thought,
It's
what
the
is this
gameplay
game?
that we need to see.
Or how does it work? Then this is the show for you. Let's get into it, starting with the story trailer. In
Yeah,
the
I mean, the
aftermath of
story
A-Day,
stuff has been
everything
fine.
changed.
It's the gameplay that has me
so-called
worried.
heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You unleash disease, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe. AIM will find a cure for the inhuman disease.
As a founding member of tech giant Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, George Tarleton dreamt of a world made better through science. But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science. Tarleton, a victim of 8A himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted. His deranged obsession drives him to become MODOK, mental organism designed only for killing. When choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat. We also wanted a new face for modern Avengers fans. Big face. But comic fans know MODOK is anything but new. His origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage fangirl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new gameplay that's not from A-Day. We hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
All right, let's see what we got here.
We're here live at the AIM experience in Manhattan, witnessing the return of the Avengers, but they appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Is it any coincidence that this attack comes on the very day that AIM is supposed to unveil their promising new Adaptoid program? Oh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Gil, how's it going?
You should know, I'm not in the best of moods.
Wait, is that Thor?
Holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from?
I was serving the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
A bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
So, the false god returns. Why? You did what you were supposed to do, Thor. You gave up your power. You should have stayed forgotten.
Never, when mortals are in peril. Where do you hide, Doctor? Can you not face me?
Look around.
See, this is kind of what I've been talking about.
Everywhere.
To me, this just looks okay. It doesn't look great. Maybe this is one of these things where when you're playing it, it feels better, but it just doesn't...
They're drilling into the deck.
It doesn't look great. Like every time they show this game, it just looks okay to me. I don't...
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
AIM dropships inbound.
I see them.
Focus on those mechs. Kamala, you okay?
Yeah? No.
On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Dare I ask who the child is?
We'll explain later. Don't worry,
altitude. Thor, can you hold it up with wind?
Tear the ship apart.
Hey, Neff, how's it going? Actually, I was just looking up what Neff said. This game is coming out for all systems. Yeah, it's not an exclusive.
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Silence!
Yeah, I think it's one of those deals where sometimes one of the machines will pick up like some exclusive content or whatever, or they'll like, you know, they'll sponsor them, and I think that's what happened. Because yeah, there has been a lot of PlayStation stuff here recently about this game. I think they said something like, oh, it'll play best on PS5, or, you know, something like that, but it's just marketing, you know, nonsense.
In this AIM experience story.
Not on my watch. The Chimera can't go down. Not again.
Yeah, graphically, I wonder how polished this is right now.
Spotted some drones heading for the command deck. Got my hands full, kid.
Because usually when it comes to game development, polish is the last thing they do.
Nice. Security
So we're
subsystems
probably
just came
looking
back
at an
online.
older
It's working.
build.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
Last card to play, Avengers.
Another robot.
I can handle the large one myself.
You don't have to. That's
Yeah,
the whole
JT
point.
brings up a good point. They're showing us this gameplay with no UI. So yeah, we don't understand targeting or abilities or how does the leveling work. It's like they're not explaining
Guys, the
any
Chimera
of it.
can't take much more of this. They did a lot of damage down in the engine room.
Because, you know, from Thor, we've seen, what, how many abilities? Somewhere around 8, maybe more. So, like, that's probably an ability, hammer throw. He was doing lightning strike.
Original. You gonna steal my haircut next?
The damage has already been done, Avengers. Open the Bifrost!
Oh, he can use the Bifrost and then just come down anywhere. Alright, that's an ability.
Kamala, Tony, we're trying to restart the engines, but there's not enough power. We're out of time.
Maybe
people.
that's an
Brace
ultimate
for
ability.
impact.
Hey, God of Thunder.
Stay behind me.
Now, bring it.
That's a pretty cool shot.
Keep going. It's working.
Pull up!
Once an Avenger is a great example of a hero mission, a single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific playable character. Hero missions give us a chance to tell more of each hero's story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero designs. Let's take a quick look at how Thor plays.
Okay.
With the game's combat systems, players can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold for signature attacks.
Oh, here we go, UI.
Combat versatility is one of Thor's strengths, from making use of Mjolnir to pin enemies from a distance, or bringing the sky down on his foes. In addition to core combat moves, the God of Thunder has a wide variety of skills to unlock that give him access to classic moves. This is one of our favorites, manual targeting. We largely drew our influence from writer Jason Aaron's run on the Mighty Thor comic. Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir, and one by one, you can mark them and knock them down as Mjolnir comes back to you. Follow that up with a powerful
cool.
ground pound, and you've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if up close and personal is more your style, go with the hammer spin or Mjolnir Cyclone. Heroes have 3 special heroic moves: Assault, Ultimate, and Support. When designing our heroics, we started with the signature moves from the comics and movies that we've always wanted to play. The Assault heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges to use strategically as a part of your combos. You can perform these after charging your heroic meters with normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's Assault heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an electroshock projectile move you might recognize. You can see Nat using it right here. Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed to enhance co-op and team play.
Hulk heal!
For example, Thor's support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members. You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support. Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have more screen clearing power, and some even have residual effects, like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage. We know everyone plays differently, so we have melee, ranged, aerial, and ground combat skills to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attacks.
It says Jarvis down at the bottom.
As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero. And that's before gear, perks, artifacts, and any kind of later game progression. So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours. Another way to customize your heroes is with gear. We've previously talked about the different rarities and how perks will give you powerful modifiers
After
for
this
even more
chat,
customization.
we're going to come back and look at this
Some
again.
perks apply special damage like plasma or gamma, or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense.
You're not Ant-Man.
You can see Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have gamma gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good. The Crystal team has really enjoyed creating all new outfits for these heroes and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs.
Nice.
You can earn them over the course of the story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right emote. I don't think that's canon. Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer. This one gives us
They're
a
definitely
first look
taking a lot of
at
stuff
how
from
all
Destiny,
that customization is especially
can
fun
see.
when you play together. This is co-op and war zones.
I can't believe it. AIM is firing on the Air Force.
These adaptoids of his, they harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes.
The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I
could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys to play with. Dangerous ones.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere, a derivative of Terrigen.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked?
Very air breathes dark magic.
Kamala, smash!
Everyone smash!
Wonder how many more heroes they're gonna have before launch.
Jarvis is unencrypting the schematics and we'll get our tech heads on new gear ASAP.
Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Heroes are people, and people can be corrupted.
If I don't stop them, it's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
Times like this, when all seems hopeless, that's when we've got to stand strong.
6 so far.
You want to see powers? Here we go.
The time for heroes is over.
You don't get to decide who lives or dies!
There's a lot of really big name voice actors that are doing these roles.
Hey! Where did this thing come from?
So far, we've talked about the story, hero missions, and customization. Now, let's talk about war zones. War zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players or solo with an AI companion team made up of your unlocked and leveled heroes. Whether playing
interesting.
hero missions or war zones, you always make forward progress with your heroes. On your helicarrier, you'll use the war table to launch missions with a variety of objectives and challenges. As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story, so whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history. Once you pick your mission, you'll board the Quinjet, where you can matchmake, switch heroes, choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job. As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. War zones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there. When you max out some larger enemies' stun meter, 2 heroes can come together to perform a team finisher, which gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work. Living the hero life is all about growth, getting stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier, which is your own flying
Wait, is Grand
base.
Admiral Thrawn in this?
The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers, some are former SHIELD agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM, and some just want to help.
What is this place?
We call it the Anthill. Not my idea.
You'll join their cause in the field by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance and SHIELD agents Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, and more. Earning faction reputation will give you access to new challenges,
Hey, Avengers. Hill has something she needs your help with.
new vendors, and more powerful items. There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything. We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really big, ambitious game. Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost. Thank you for following us and believing in us. I want to give a big shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat. On behalf of the whole Marvel's Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course, our launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th. I'm Casey Lynch, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. So we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at a couple things. Also, I'll say it's very dangerous, and they've got to be very careful with the whole, all right, the game is $60, and then you never have to spend any more money on the game. That's a good way for them to run out of money on this project. So they got to be really careful with that. It would have been better for them just to say, okay, we have a cosmetic store, or you'll have to pay for expansions. And maybe they'll do that, but based on that, it kind of doesn't sound like it. Also, are they talking right now? Hold on. No, they're just showing us concept shots or whatever. So I will say that that is probably the best look at this game that we've seen so far. And it's got me a bit more interested. But it's definitely very, Forrester says Anthem, but I think it would be a better comparison to Destiny. But basically, your games as a service, always online game, and you're going to be able to level up these guys. If they're only launching this with 6 heroes, I actually think that's a little bit on the light side. They probably should have launched with a bit more, maybe closer to 10. But they're basically treating each hero like a class. So they're saying we're launching with 6 classes. But they've got it disguised in these heroes, and so a lot of people probably won't see it that way. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are already a little mad that Hawkeye is not in this initial lineup. And instead they went with, that's Ms. Marvel, right, chat? The girl with, like, the big hands. Okay, I think they're repeating shots here. Yeah. All right, let me go back on this here real quick. Yeah, there's a couple of the shots in here that I wanted to take a look at. Oh, not that. Not that. I wanted to kind of freeze frame on some of the gearing shots. Well, we can kind of stop here for a second. So here's the HUD. So you've got the quest or mission in the upper left. You've got the abilities down on the lower right. Now, there's 2 bars at the top of the screen there. I wonder what those bars are. We'll put it back into motion here. Okay, well. So here's a look at the skill tree. You can see up at the top, it says Objective, Skills, Gear, Cosmetic, Collection, and Social. We have Melee rating, Defense rating, Range rating, Heroic rating. And then you see Primary, Specialty, Mastery. Right now he's under Mastery, and you've got the 4 trees. So actually, are there even more trees? So if he goes over to Specialty or Primary, are there more trees? Level 16, so you have a level and then a power level. So level 16, power level 19. And it looks like we have some kind of currency up here in the upper right. This currency is a 0. This currency is a 50. Those could be... I don't know. It's hard to say what those could be. I mean, I guess there's vendors, which they showed us later. It's good that they have health bars, and it's also good that when you hit them, you got numbers that are flying off them. I know a lot of people really enjoy that. Respawn restricted. That is right out of Destiny. I didn't notice that before. I think both Destiny and Division have that feature. You see it at the top of the screen. So it's like you enter in a boss area, for those who are not familiar. And it basically says, well, if you die, you can't respawn. I just noticed up here, there's the D-pad on the controller. So if you have multiple quests, you must be able to switch between what quest you have selected by using the D-pad or whatever. And this is maybe what JT said, but this blue meter right here, I'm wondering if that's the ultimate meter. Because now here it's charged. Now what's going on here? It says Avengers versus AIM. This must be some sort of protect the node style mission. And you have to make sure that your percentage beats their percentage in protecting the node. I'm guessing that's what that is. See, now hers is different. She doesn't have the white bar, but she has, again, that same bar. That, again, I think that's the ultimate charge bar. Fortune says, I thought the 3 circles in the bottom right were the power meters. Yeah, now that you say that, it does look like the abilities down here. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But, you can see, like, charge bars on these. Actually, what these might be cooldowns. So you hit it, and then it pops a cooldown circle. Maybe that's what it is. I'll tell you something else that I'm noticing, and I'm actually hiding it. So hold on, I'm gonna remove my camera. There's actually a little ball down in the lower left, and I don't know what that is. I've seen it on several of the shots. Yeah, I don't know what that little ball is. See, okay, if we back this up a second. Watch, okay, so watch when Thor comes on screen, and then watch his abilities down in the lower right. I'll try and pause it here. Okay, and that, dang it, it happened so quick. But this ability was fully charged, and then he uses it here. So he uses it, and you see the other ability has a circle going around it, so it's fully charged. And so now the other one is kind of grayed out, so it's recharging. So yeah, I think it's a cooldown system. So again, here, the bottom two abilities are charged, but the top one is not, and you can see it circling. All three of them are charged here. He just used the top one. And the top one apparently is this one. That's his ultimate, which they said. Just trying to grab like bits and pieces here. Again, so here he's on Hulk. Before, when we saw this, they were under Mastery. This time they're under Primary. So there must be, for Primary, Specialty, Mastery, there must be skill trees for each one. So under this case, Combat, Heavy Attack, Grab Attacks, and Rage.
As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attack. And that's before gear. Perks will give you powerful modifiers for...
Okay, this... Oh, wow, this is actually more complicated than what I thought it was. So, you see this, chat? Look at all these currencies. There's a bunch of them. Or maybe this is crafting supplies. Okay, yeah. On the screen, you can see resource requirement. So I guess these are all the crafting supplies you need to, like, craft the gear. And this, what we're seeing up top there, again, that's right out of, like, Destiny. Or Anthem, where you're getting gauntlets or whatever, and there's different varieties. And as he's hovering over it, you can see it's actually saying, oh, this is actually a plus 17 to your range rating. Or -1, -2, -1. Also, right here, you see this? Equip, dismantle, boost, and compare. So again, you get a piece of gear, you don't need it, you can dismantle it for components. Boost, now boost, I don't know what that is. I wonder if that is... I wonder if they're taking the thing out of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where if you find a piece of gear that you really, really like, instead of getting rid of it, you can upgrade it. I wonder if that's what that is. Also, you'll see here it says next boost 16 power. And so to boost it, these are probably the resource requirements. That seems like that's right out of Odyssey. I know JT's played Odyssey. Would you agree with that? Or anybody else in chat who's played Odyssey? It just looks like an upgrade system to me. Also, you'll notice over here, this looks like something out of Division. So you see next to these pieces, there's different colored squares. Now in Division, what that means is you would have a piece, and then within that piece, there's different, like, augments, or if we use a SOTOR term, it'd be like your mod slot, your armor slot, so forth and so on. So, I mean, how many is this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Would there be 9 slots on whatever this piece of gear is? That sounds like a lot. Yeah, it does say gear loadout. Or maybe that's simply saying that, okay, here's your loadout, and you have 9 pieces of gear. chest, helmet, boots, gloves, bracers. Maybe that's what that means. So these loadouts are are not complete because you're missing 3 pieces.
Or even more customization. Some perks apply special damage like plasma or gamma.
So laser attacks now deal PIM damage, seemingly blending Stark Tech weapons with PIM technology. Expert explosion and 18.9 seems very random. Chance of defeating enemy using their weak points triggers an explosion.
Or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense. You can see Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't.
Okay, so that is an epic level repulsor. A 4-star. Next boost, 16 power, 0 out of 10. So you're saying that that piece of gear can be boosted 10 times. 15 gear power, 6 resolve. And then it has the gear perks. I'm going to guess that those gear perks are random. Just like how Anthem does it. The question that I'm having over here on these gear loadouts is why are all 4 of these different? If it was just a standard loadout screen or button that you would hit, you would think these would be different. So I don't know.
Isn't a bug. When you have gamma gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good. The Crystal team has really enjoyed creating all new outfits for these heroes and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs. You can earn them over the course of the story.
Fabrication machine. Cosmetic creation. So rare, epic, and legendary. Pattern. Single-use instructions for the creation of an unknown item. Decipher the pattern to fabricate a random outfit. Now, see, Destiny had a problem with randomness. So they got to be kind of careful with that. So if you're having to get one of these patterns or random resources to make a cosmetic, but you don't know which one you're actually crafting, that could be a problem. It's like, why not just display the list and you can click on it, it shows you a preview, and then let people chase what they want. So, got to be a little bit careful with this, depending on how they do it.
Story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns.
Yeah, is there anything different on this screen?
There's the Iron Man suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some...
So I wonder if this is all of them. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Okay. Yeah, outfits, emotes, nameplates. I mean, that's quite a few.
Will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit. And some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your...
This seems out of place. I don't know if there's a... It actually says marketplace right there too. I always felt like the whole emote thing was out of place in Anthem.
Your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right emote. I don't
The
think
kids like
that's
the
canon.
emotes. I suppose.
Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to.
This is kind of neat. But again, this is basically just how you are appearing in the game. Anthem also did something similar to this, but a lot of people didn't really mess with it. I don't know what Destiny has, but it's basically, so this is what they're talking about up here. Where it says Crystal Dynamics, that would be your name, and then whatever background you choose, your level, your power, all that stuff. That's what this is.
Build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think.
Just kind of looking at this again to see if there's anything that we haven't seen.
I think it's time for another trailer. This one gives us a first look at how all that customization is especially fun when you play together. This?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll mute that. Well, chat, what do you guys think? I definitely think like this is the best preview of this game that we've seen. The first 2 or 3 previews I saw on this, like I said earlier, I was not impressed at all. It definitely looks better, but you can definitely tell that they've taken inspiration from the other games out there that are like this. You know, Anthem, Division, Destiny, maybe a little bit of Warframe. I'm really concerned about the way that they're doing this. If it's just $60 and then no other money goes into the game, that's not good. I'm sure a lot of people will be really happy about that because they're like, oh, $60 and then we get everything forever for free. But when you look at it from a company standpoint, they're not going to have any money coming in years down the road. And since this is Square doing this, that's one of those things where it's like Square's going to say, how are we going to pay for this? If that's truly what they're doing. So, yeah, maybe they will have an in-game shop, but they've said, you know, all DLC and all that's going to be free. So, yeah, we'll see. I can actually try and find another video here super quick. They did a video talking about the voice actors for this game. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Marvel's Avengers.
Hey everyone, before we started today's show, I want to take a few minutes.
Stop, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, cool. The one trailer I'm looking for is probably buried. Voice actors. Oh, here we go. Perfect. It's only like 3 minutes long. We go together. Cut the music. All right, chat. Give me 1 second. Let me flip screens. Let me pause that video for a second. And we'll switch over to this other thing. So this was from E3 2019 for anybody who didn't see this. Let me get this YouTube ad off the screen. Hey, Gator Skull, how's it going? All right.
So, here we are. Avengers assembled. Who are you people again?
Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
Hi, I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
Hi, I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey, and I'm playing Black Widow.
Hi, I'm Nolan North, and I play Tony Stark. There's certain characters I don't think you ever have to be talked into.
Yeah.
You know, so we'd like to have you play Tony Stark, Iron Man. Yeah, yes. You know, everybody always portrays him as this super confident character, and I think it's a mask for him. I think he's one of the most vulnerable guys.
I think Bruce is just such a cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character. It's fun, and I've never played him before.
What is very relatable about Natasha is she's extremely capable, but she's at the core, she's human. She's surrounded by all of this larger-than-life stuff, and she has to step up to it.
I feel like Thor got really interesting in the last, like, 10 or 15 years. For me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye, you know?
One of the things I think is cool about Cap is I never feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right for the job.
Having an original story to tell as well, what they've done at Crystal Dynamics is great, so I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game, but right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
Oh, wait, is this going more? Oh, it does.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check
It was a
the science?
heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
No. The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up?
We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
No, we failed him. We failed him.
That date is wrong, by the way, because the game got delayed. All right. I'll flip back to the other screen here. Sometimes you think like there's only 20 voice actors in the world. Yeah, the same ones get used for a lot of stuff. 100%. I was gonna say, how many of those people on the couch right there were in SOTOR? What, 3 of them? 4 of them? But yeah, I don't think I've got too much more to say on this, guys. It definitely looks better than the previous things that we've seen sent from E3 and over the past year. Hopefully it turns out good for them. I definitely think that it's probably going to be a game that's more fun to play than it is watch. Because, you know, even when we were watching this, I saw a couple people in chat comment. It's like, oh, it looks slow, it looks weird or whatever. And I agree. But I think once you actually get in there, maybe it'll be better. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. How will the whole online aspect work and customization and gearing and all that? What's the real end game look like for something like this? Are they going to add raids and all that? We'll have to see. Have I seen the GameSpot interview with the Squadron devs? Is it like a video, Forster? If it is, we'll watch it here real quick. But yeah, for those watching on YouTube, I think that'll do it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.